Hi, how are you? It's Travis here, and welcome back to our adventures in the War Within. Today, we are participating in time-walking dungeons, guys. And it is time-walking the Burning Crusade. Felt like checking this out. Why not? Interesting choice they made for time-walking. There is quite the demand for a Burning Crusade era server. So, we'll see if that happens soon. I think it will. I think we'll see a Wrath of the Lich King TBC and the Burning Crusade era server eventually. I hope we do. I don't know why they didn't do it earlier. You know? Like, why do it for vanilla, but you don't do it for Wrath of the Lich King or the Burning Crusade? Alright, so we got all the blood guys. Also, I've heard time walking is an amazing way to level up in retail. So you level pretty damn quick during these events. We'll see if that's true. We are getting a bunch of dungeons now that just have quests that we can do. Okay. Someone's running into the mines. Those mines were doing work to us. That was hilarious. And I've heard that survival is actually pretty damn good as a hunter spec in the War Within, so maybe we'll check that out eventually. Right now we're Beast Mastery. We also finished the story last episode. I thought it was pretty good. I wouldn't say we finished the story, but we finished the main story quest chain for now. Interesting how they decided to do it. It seems like the biggest event was right at the beginning, where, you know, Dalaran got blown up, Khadgar with it, which was pretty insane for a beginning. Probably one of the most epic beginnings to an expansion that World of Warcraft has ever had. And then it kind of like slowed down after that. There wasn't a single event even close to that throughout the entire quest chain. Each zone had a pretty cool story. I thought it was pretty good, but I found it interesting how they decided to put the biggest shocking moment at the start instead of at the end or later on. That's usually how I expect stories to be. They did it right away. We'll probably do a bunch of dungeons, guys. There's so many that we haven't done. So my plan is we'll do a mix of Burning Crusade dungeons and also War Within dungeons that we haven't done. We'll just get as much gear as we can and get ready for level 80.
How long do you believe your pathetic sorcery can hold me?
There we go. Boss time. That boss got wrecked. And what dropped? The Legion Blunderbuss. It's a gun. Is it better than the one we have? Our crossbow, I think it's scaled down. This is probably an upgrade. They scale everything down during this time walking event, so it's kind of weird to compare gear. The thing is, the item level is higher though than the crossbow that we had. So I assume it's going to be an upgrade. I'll tell you guys the stats that are on it. Well, right now it's 7 agility, 10 stamp, 5 critical strike, and 9 versatility. And it does 0.1 more damage than our current weapon, so we'll put it on. So we're back to guns, guys. Gun sound in retail doesn't really sound that obnoxious like it does in classic.
You fools!
Wow.
He'll kill us all!
That was loud. How's our tank doing? Hopefully he's doing okay. Did our pet die?
Who dares do that? What is this? What have you done? You'll ruin everything! Closer. Come closer. And burn!
And there we go, guys. Did our daily time-walking dungeon. The swirling vial. As you touch the vial, your mind is flooded with memories, not all of which are your own. The most vivid is a memory of exchanging a similar vial with someone in Shadrath, with the dials shining behind you. Despite your best efforts, however, you can't pinpoint when that might have been. Maybe it hasn't been, and is yet to be. So we have to bring this to the central dome in Shadrath. So I guess we'll accept that. We have to go to Shadrath eventually. And what is this? Great Vault slot unlocked. Complete 1 heroic, 1 mythic, or time-walking dungeon. I don't even know what the heck the Great Vault is. I haven't played in a while. I think I remember, like, you go to a vault every week and it gives you, like, a piece based on the hardest difficulty dungeon you've done. I remember, like, having to do, like, mythic 10s, like mythic plus 10s every week to get the best piece I could get from this chest. I did that in Legion and BFA quite a bit. Didn't play much in I played a little bit in Shadowlands. I did the first raid, and then I just went back to Classic. But mostly playing Classic for the last 4 to 5 years. Kind of took a break from retail. But yeah, guys, we're going to queue up for another dungeon. I'll try to figure out where the heck the Great Vault is while we're queued up. And we will do a random War Within dungeon. Here we are in the Dark Flame Cleft. Not too sure what type of dungeon this is. Seems like we're fighting kobolds. One thing about the kobolds, guys, they really do not like the dark. That's why they love their candles. And something else, guys. I found out where the Great Vault is. They put it in the bank. I think that's a great place. I put the Great Vault in the bank. And I think I got to be level... Yeah, I went and I looked at it. You got to be level 80 to access it, so... I don't think we'll get anything, though, if we get level 80 right away. But we should try to get it level 80 before next lockout, which is next week. So we can maybe get some loot. I haven't done this dungeon yet. Interested to see what it's like. I forgot to turn in the Blood Furnace quests. Mistakes were made, guys. Hopefully we get back in it. I might queue up for another time walking after this. We should get level 79 after we complete this dungeon. And the race to world first started today. Right now, Liquid is in first. Liquid, has killed 4 bosses, 4 out of 8. For the new Rhubarb Palace raid. But I think the European guilds, they haven't really started the race yet. Same with the Asian guilds. Supposedly there's 11 million players right now in China playing Wrath of Lich King. They're all raiding in Uldor. That is insane. They didn't get Wrath of Lich King Classic because it went on what went on between... pretty much WoW got canceled in that region. There we go, we leveled up. So they didn't get to play Wrath of Lich King, so now they're playing it. A little jealous. Wrath's a great expansion. Always have fun playing that. I hope they do a Wrath Classic again. They probably will. This dungeon's pretty cool, though. Kind of like this Kobold dungeon. We got a tank, monk tank, brewmaster, holy paladin, healer. I'm on the hunter. We got a level 80 warrior and a 78 warlock. Probably get our talents upgraded here. Do a little bit more AoE damage. Wicklighter Barrage. Okay, that makes sense. Goes on me and another player. We gotta run around to dodge it. Let's see if we can upgrade our talents quick here. Take Shadow Surge. Multi-shot hits a target affected by Black Arrow. A burst of shadow energy erupts, dealing moderate shadow damage to all enemies near the target. We also have a Withering Fire now, so we'll take that. When Black Arrow resets the cooldown of Barb Shot, a barrage of dark arrows will strike your target for shadow damage and increase the damage you and your pets deal by 10% for 6 seconds. So we're going to be doing a substantial amount of AoE damage now. And that was kind of our problem for a bit. Didn't really do much AoE damage. This will help. And there he is, the Candle King. We're actually going to fight him now.
I make you candle.
is this? Do we have to like stand on this? Not really sure what the mechanics are for this one. And we got some boots, guys.
No more candle king.
548
We can be
item
free.
level.
But first,
Gloom Stompers,
the
Sabatons.
darkness.
1,219 agility, 5,994 stamina,
times your
365
free.
haste,
Future freedom.
and 617 mastery.
Candle cock to escape.
Let's put those on. Here we go. We're getting some upgrades. I don't think we're done though. Is that it? Like the candle is the Candle King the final boss? No. The darkness. You have to fight the darkness. No, they made this place look actually really damn dark. This is what the kobolds are afraid of. Oh, there's not much candlelight left. Seems like the kobolds have always known about the void. So we have to stay with this candlelit.
I need a target.
So we're safe. It's gonna run out of fire soon though. How do we keep it moving forward? Do we have to like get candles like here? I gotta watch out. Well, there's got to be ways to light it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we're falling behind, guys. It's an interesting dungeon. It's cool doing like the time walking dungeons, and then you check out these the retail ones, and you just get to see how much different they are. Like these dungeons are pretty much over a decade apart. So what do we got to use? We need to find some fire, don't we? Oh, there we go. He got some fire. Looks like there's some more fire right here.
Quick,
Picking it
grab
up.
some dynamite and let's go. What's for me?
Quickly throw a stick of dynamite. What are we throwing dynamite at? Oh, the darkness. What the heck's going on? This looks hilarious. The creaky minecart.
Oh, my head.
Oh, here we go.
Darkness descends.
Let's fight the darkness. Clearly, I gotta get out. This mechanic, I assume. Looks like we're running out of light, guys. Yeah, we gotta pick up the candles. If I can get the candle here. Where'd we go with that? Come here. Come here. Did we use it? I think we did. I can't really tell. Okay, there we go. We got a light. I guess you just run up and light the candle like that. It seems like that boss leaves with like 30% health left. It's kind of interesting. Then I'll do one more. Oh, looks like everybody left. That's too bad. It's a cool dungeon, though. Interesting mechanic with the darkness. And having to, like, light things up. Alright, so... this is where the Grave Vault is, guys. Right over here. So when we hit level 80, maybe we'll have something inside of it. But we'll check that out. We'll probably hit level 80 next episode, guys. That's going to be the plan. We'll do a little bit of time walking and some more War Within dungeons. So I'll see you guys then. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.